Mini episode 1101 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to mini episode 1101 of the FDH Lounge. This is FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our preview of episode 4.2 of Billions. Here's our top 5 developments heading into this week's episode. Number 5, as always on Billions, even the bit players add a great deal. Against all odds, Rudy ends up the first casualty of the Axe-Mace War. Danny Deutsch smarms it up in another memorable guest performance, and Michael Rispoli as the NYC Police Commissioner is the joy we never knew we wanted. The fabric of the program is enriched by every character, big or small. Number 4. The season is off to a great start on the rip from the headlines front. Wags being kidnapped by Middle Eastern royals Khashoggi style was unexpected and fortunately had a different outcome. This parallel universe certainly makes the most out of real-world material. Number 3. Chuck's comeback from professional rock bottom started in typical entertaining fashion. The string of favors that he had to perform, complete with the recurring joke about his prized Park Anywhere pass being worthless, mostly, was a revealing and enthralling look at the New York power structure. We know where this is heading, a run for New York Attorney General, but it was important for the viewers to see him get his mojo back first. Number 2, Taylor shows greater depth and range as Bobby's adversary than we've ever seen before. This performance was all over the place, from the shock of the glam up to appease the royals, to assuring Danzig of Mace Capital's moral superiority to Axe. The two examples are not necessarily contradictory, but they paint the picture of a far more complex foe than Bobby is expecting. Number 1, in a week that saw Bobby grant the first favor in the new Grand Alliance, we were reminded yet again of the vast powers arrayed against them. We know how bloodthirsty Grigor is, but he still finds ways to surprise. Jock Jeffcoat's move on Chuck was more of a shock, if only because it seemed that he was going to settle for humiliating and firing Rhodes Jr. We know from the season previews that Connerty will escalate to an attempted prosecution of Chuck. It's a common cliche on shows like this to say that the stakes have never been higher, but this year it's true, as adversaries who are essentially stand-ins for Trump and Putin in this world are amassed against Axe and Chuck. And yet, who'd be dumb enough to bet against our guys? It's going to be the wildest ride yet in Season 4. Thank you for joining us for this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, Waitresses, Strippers, Bartenders, Garbage Men, Janitors, Microwave Popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and The Periodic Table of Elements.